Hi, everyone. We're going to talk about public participation. And public participation is a key element to getting communities to take back control over managing resources. In the past, typically corporations would come in and it was a long time ago, they wouldn't even ask for permission from any sort of government, but just start exploiting whatever the resource is and leave behind the aftermath for the citizens to deal with once the company had finished operations in the area. Now, of course, we've got governments that they have to ask for permission to conduct their business in the area. But ideally, what we want to do is make sure that the citizens are fully informed of what is going on. Public participation also can be citizens forcing their way into the matters of a corporation that they weren't invited to participate, but they've insisted that they need to have their voices heard. And you're going to watch this video here. If you click on it, it's a video about some surfers in Great Britain that were getting sick, and they got very frustrated with that. And anyway, they organized themselves and brought about change to stop the area from being polluted. So as you watch the film, make sure you go through and do that worksheet, because later on you're going to have to do the quiz. Now, I think I've given you about 5 or 6 days in order to do the quiz, but you only get to try the quiz once, and if you do the worksheet, you'll be well prepared for the quiz. All right, so make sure that you watch the film, do the worksheet, and then do the little quiz afterwards. And once you've done that, you're going to open up this ladder of public participation. So that's this thing right here. And just going to quickly walk you through it in a few moments, but back here, there's a written description, so you can also read over the written description. So let's say there's a landfill site that's been slated to come into Niagara. And in the past, what a company might do is say, well, yeah, we're going to have this landfill site, and we're going to invite people from the area to come and see a short presentation along with free wine and cheese at the at some sort of public ceremony. So public is invited to come. They're sort of being manipulated by being given free handouts. They're told very basic information about the landfill site, that it's going to create 50 new jobs and it's going to generate all this tax revenue, but no real information about the size of the landfill, where it exactly is going to go, and so on. This is just a clear attempt at what we call manipulation. Secondly, there might be the next tier, which is called therapy. So you might have some basic public input as people pose questions, and whatever the company is says, yeah, we'll get back to you on that. And thank you for providing those ideas. We'll take them under consultation. Essentially, at this level, there is no power from the public. It's not until we get to the next level where the public is getting to have some sort of influence. So the first step is informing. So the corporation has to say, okay, well, this is the size of the project that we've planned. This is the number of trucks that are going to be going on the local road day in, day out. And this is the area that's downwind of the landfill site that's going to be affected. So that information is power, and it's not much power, but it is giving the citizens a better informed idea of what is going on. Next level consultation is inviting the public to provide questions, and the company is going to provide answers to that. Whereas down here, no answers may be provided, but it's like, oh, thank you for your questions. We'll look into that. So finally, the next stage, placating the public, you might invite a couple of people to be part of a citizen panel. So you invite a couple of local business owners to join in the company um, consultation panel. And so those lucky few will be able to get a little bit more information than the regular public, and the company might ask their opinion on a fairly regular basis, but there's no control. Essentially, the company doesn't have to listen to any of the people that they've invited into their small group, and so all of this is considered to be sort of token public input. You're being informed, but there's really not much that you're doing to influence the company and its decisions. The next level is partnership, whereby now you've created, let's say, a couple of different committees. So there might be a committee on, okay, what impact will all these trucks have? The transportation committee. What sort of impact will it have on the environment? So we'll create an environmental committee. And on each one of those committees, there will be a couple of people from the company and a couple of people from the public. And so now we're starting to have some real participation here. And these partnerships are allowed to influence the final outcome. Now, they're probably in a minority position. There might be 4 people from the public and 6 people from the company, so they can always outvote the public, but at least we're getting into a partnership. Delegated power means that now we've probably got a 50-50 control level, so that the public and the corporation have both equal say in where that landfill is going to be located, how big it's going to be, how many trucks per day are allowed to go to it, and what sort of protective measures have to be put in order to protect the public. The last one is eliminate the whatchamacallit, the corporation. In this case, it's 100% citizen run, so like a cooperative. This isn't going to happen in the case of a landfill site, um, but in this case, it's complete control by citizens. Make sure you print this, jot down some ideas of what each level means for your notes, and that's about it for today.